Anything is possible. You can remove all obstacles. Anything is possible. Together we are unstoppable.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Self-Investment Academy podcast. So today's podcast is going to be pretty short and sweet. I got a message a couple of weeks ago from a guy who asked, hey, you look pretty successful, so what did you do to get there? And that got me thinking of, why does this guy think I'm successful? Is it because I have material things like objects or cars, a motorcycle? And he might think that's successful, but that isn't to me. And that got me leaving with the question of defining what success is. Every entrepreneur, worker, or just a passionate individual needs to know what success is to them before they can start their own journey. It doesn't matter if you're rich, you're poor. You need to set that bar so you know what you're trying to achieve and how you're going to become successful. So let's start with what success is today, or what is considered as successful today. And it's most likely money, cars, houses. And how do we see successful people? Mostly wearing suits or living a lavish lifestyle. On Instagram, I can tell you that's a major thing, that people show the best parts of themselves, where they have rented cars they're taking pictures with. They have all these material things, and that's what people see as successful. But they don't know the behind stories of either they worked really hard or it's not real. And does that mean an athlete is more successful than a firefighter or than a doctor because they're making more money than them? Most likely, in most people's eyes, that is how they see it. They see an athlete as more successful than a doctor. And how sad is that? Success should not be defined by financial gain. And that is something I learned a long time ago, is that everyone who is rich isn't successful. They might have made money somehow, but that doesn't mean that they're successful. Imagine if we changed the way we thought of success. I can tell you the world would be a much better place. I can guarantee that. People wouldn't be comparing themselves to their neighbors saying, hey, I'm making $100,000 a year. My neighbor's making $50,000 a year, so I'm more successful than him. Why compare yourself with money? That is one of the worst things you can do, is compare yourself with money for other people. Now, I don't consider my success successful, and that is because my definition doesn't allow that. My definition is that you must leave a positive impact on this world, and that you must be achieving something bigger than your own name. Now, what does that mean? Well, it means that you must be I can't even speak. You must be positively holy. You must be leaving a positive impact on the world. Now, you can do that in many different ways. You can volunteer, you can start a charity, you can give back to your community. That is success to me. These athletes that go back to their community, give back, open up schools, open up fundraisers, that is success to me. That's how I see them as successful. And I'm now leaving something bigger than your name. What does that mean is that whatever you're doing must be bigger than your own name. Take Steve Jobs as an example. Why do we know his name? It's because he created a great company. He created a great environment, a great product, something that was bigger than his own name. He didn't care about, hey, I want it to be called the Steve Jobs iPhone. It's just called the iPhone. He built something so great that people, even after he passed, know him, know his name, because he created something that was bigger than himself. Apple was bigger than himself, bigger than your own name. Don't create your brand just based off your name. You can do that. And that's great to build up your own name, but it should be trying to achieve something bigger than just your own name. And that is why I don't consider myself successful. I might have a car, I might have a motorcycle, I might have these shoes, I might have these clothes, I can pretty much buy myself whatever I want. I have a great family, I've been blessed. But I don't consider myself successful because I haven't achieved my goals yet. I haven't achieved what my definition is. I have a plan set, and I'm going to achieve that. And then when I do, I will consider myself successful. But that is when that time comes, is by following that plan. And that's the thing. If you haven't created your definition yet, or don't know what your definition is, that's completely fine. Take today, take tonight, take a couple days, take a week to find what success is to you. Then make a plan and go achieve it. To find success, make a plan, start your journey, and then achieve that entire process. And that's the best part in life, is having a goal with what success is and doing everything you can, putting your heart and soul into it and trying to achieve that. And that's pretty much it for today's topic. It's pretty short, and I think it's a great topic that a lot of people don't know the answer to. When I ask a lot of people, what is success to you? Most thing that comes out of there is a car or money or a house. And that, I think, is how the world has changed us, is how we perceive it. But that shouldn't be how it always is. It can be. You might think that money and cars and stuff is successful, but there should be something behind the money and cars. It's not always about the material things, because when you're gone, those material things are gone. But if you leave something bigger than your name, that thing will always be there. So that's pretty much it. Also, I wanted to do a couple, like once or twice a month type of question and answer video, podcast that was pretty much anything from business to lifestyle to personal. I get a lot of questions on Facebook or Instagram, privately message, and I guess that's because most people are shy and stuff, and that's completely fine. I understand that. So send some questions in. It can be based off anything that you have, my personal story or anything, and I'll answer them. And if you don't want your name brought up on my podcast or on the YouTube video, just let me know in the question, and that I will for sure that does not happen. But that is this podcast. I've been stuttering a lot today. I don't know why, but just remember, to be great, you must invest in yourself. I will see you guys next Wednesday Wisdom, which will be longer, probably 10 to 15 minutes, as I got a great topic for us. See you then. Thanks. Take care. Bye.
You can remove all